Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the Grupo Dicas, one of the largest travel blog networks in the world. And where to stay in Montevideo, what's the best neighborhoods, the best area, the best beach, how to stay close to everything, how to save money, how to stay in the coolest neighborhood. In short, very quick useful tips so you can understand what's the best region for you to stay on your trip. So guys, don't forget to give us a like, that's very important for us. Subscribe to the channel because that really helps us a lot. And that's it, buckle up. Well, Montevideo is a tourist city. It's the most touristy city in Uruguay along with Punta del Este, but Montevideo is the most popular, there is no way. And it's a city that's not so big. It's kind of centralized. The touristic and historical points that you will see, they are very centralized in a small region. So it's not a place where you have to walk a long distance to get to the tourist attractions. This already helps a lot. So to be very direct, we'll only recommend 3 neighborhoods because we don't need more than that. There are people who say 7, 10 neighborhoods. There are 3 that are the main ones. So in fact, there are 2 that are the most popular. So we will explain. The map you see on the screen here divides the city of Montevideo. You can see that the city is a border, so this gives a very nice charm to the city. The closer you are to the sea, the nicer it is because you have the breeze, the landscape, it's very nice. So you try to prioritize this part closer to the sea, and then in these places we'll start with the one we like the most, which is the region you can see on the map. It is the Punta Carretas region, guys. In the past, it was not so popular, but in recent years, it has become, in our opinion, the best tourist area there. Why is that? The main attractions, the historical attractions, the museums, the palace, the squares, they are in the center, which is not there, but it's very close. It takes about 10 minutes by car, so an Uber is very cheap. You can even walk sometimes, getting to know the place along the waterfront. If you have a car, it's an option. Sometimes people come with cars from other countries, sometimes you rent a car there. It is very close, and it's a much more beautiful area than the center. It's an upper middle class area, so the people who live there are the ones who have a good condition, so the neighborhood is very well maintained. It's beautiful, it has parks, trees, the buildings are new, the hotels are newer and more comfortable, there are more restaurants. It's a perfect region. We found it very beautiful, we found it the best option by far. So take a look, there is something very nice, the Punta Carretas mall, which in my opinion was the best mall. People say it's one of the best malls in Uruguay. I thought was the best. It's a very nice mall, so you have everything you need in the mall to walk around, restaurants, stores. It's very nice that it's close to there. It's something that I thought was cool and different from the center, which is a little bit cheaper, closer to the tourist attractions, and at night it gets busier, so you can walk around, go out at night and walk along the shore. I found it to be a much busier place and I felt much safer. The center at this time of the night, it's very empty, it's deserted, so it gives you a little bit of insecurity. You are in a different place, you don't know how it works to walk around. So in my opinion, Punta Carretas, it's a nicer area for you to stay there. You feel safer and it's very close to everything. Not that the center is not. I'm going to make it easier for everyone. I'm going to leave it down here in the video description. Here below the video, you click on show more and you will see that there are all the right links. One of them that I left is a map. I created a custom map with this best region of Montevideo. So you open the map of Montevideo and you will see that there are 2 regions. I left the downtown area and this area in Punta Carretas. Take a look at both. The nice thing is that we can make this personalized map inside the hotel search engine that we use, which is the biggest hotel search engine in the world. Of course you know it too. We only make reservations through there because it's the most reliable place. It has the largest quantity of hotels. The prices are always the best, so we already got used to them and we only use them. This map will open a custom map that we created with these 2 regions that it's the best place. If you stay inside them, people, you are very well located, so try to see. You close the map and when it opens, you put the date of your trip in the searcher, you put it on search again, and then after searching, you open the map, it will will open the same map with the price of the hotels on the date of your trip and the availability, if it's available or not. You can now search for a nice hotel. We already left some filters that we used to search, for example, guest ratings from 8 to 10, so we will only find hotels that the guests evaluated in a good way, that they felt well, that are clean, so that they don't have any trouble. So using this little map, it's quite nice for you to have a look, and you will see that the downtown hotels are a little cheaper, a little older, and the ones in Punta Carretas are a little more sophisticated, a little nicer, more beachside. A long time ago we stayed in a very cheap downtown hotel, but this is for those who like to save money and don't care much about the comfort. I'll leave the link here below of this hotel you're seeing. It's very well located and very cheap. If you want to save money, take a look at it because the price is very good. Now there's another one that we stayed at for a longer time that's a delight in Punta Carretas. It's very good, well located, clean, spectacular service, but a little more expensive. It's not that much more expensive. For all the hotels in the area, it has a very good cost benefit ratio. Take a look at it because it's a very good hotel. If you have a good price, check it out on the date of your trip. It's a great lodging option for your trip, guys. And the golden tip for you to save money on accommodation there, and this is the main one, is to book in advance. The earlier you make a reservation, the cheaper you pay at the hotel. This works for anywhere in the world because as rooms are being booked, the hotels will raise the prices of those that are left over. Of course, this is how it works, so the sooner you do it, the cheaper you pay and the better hotels and rooms you get. So our tip is to book as soon as possible, and we like to use the hotel search engine that I left here, and it's all in the links. Why? Because it has a deal with almost all hotels for free cancellation. So this is the golden tip that we can save a lot. I see a nice hotel, I make the reservation. If later you need to change hotel, city, date, you can cancel with a click. You don't pay anything, no bureaucracy at all, so it is very easy, and it's the tool we use to save money and get great hotels for good prices, guys. It's the best service that we can do for the lodging, guys. I really recommend. Now let's go for the second region that I think it's very nice, which is the Pocitos region, which is the main beach in Montevideo and the place that has the longest beachfront. It's very famous. The pictures are already kind of known because everybody posts a lot of pictures there, shows a lot of pictures from there. What are the pros and cons? It's a little bit above Carretas, so it's a little bit away from the tourist area, but not too far. It's like 5 minutes more. So for those who want the beach, my tip is stay in Pocitos because we'll be standing on the sand. It's a nice beach. They are not paradisiacal beaches. The beaches in Uruguay are a little bit different from what we're used to when we talk about paradisiacal beaches, the Caribbean beaches, you know. But the shore is very nice. The beach atmosphere, it's very nice. So this region of Pocitos is very good. In the summer, it's a bomb, so you can check the prices. It's a little more traditional than Puerto Carretas. Puerto Carretas is more modern, so they are more luxurious. Pocitos is a little bit older, so they are hotels. It's a little bit more traditional, but it's beautiful as well, guys. Anywhere you can stay in the areas are going to be good. Anywhere you go, it's totally worthwhile. And if you have any travel questions, you can send them to us and we'll help you. It's even easier if you send it to us. Add me on the social networks at Lorenzi and send me a direct message and I'll help you. And take the time to follow us. We are always traveling around the world, showing the trips there with our little ones in a very cool way. And our routine here in Orlando. Now we are living here in the city of Orlando in United States, and we post everything there, showing how is the life here, the parks, the outlets, food. It's really cool. And there is also our new channel here on YouTube, the Lorenzi Family channel. Go there because it's really cool. We also show all the routine. We are filming some really cool videos around here to show how is the American routine, the parks, the city, the people here at home. So it's pretty cool. Enjoy it. I think you're gonna love it. And now talking about the third region, I put it in third because it's very much our opinion, because if you look, this region that I'm going to talk about now, which is the center of Montevideo, the historic center is actually one of the places that has more reservations, where tourists stay the most, but it's a very different profile, so let's go there. This center is closer to the tourist attractions, the historical points, the Puerta de la Ciudadela, the Plaza de Independencia, the Palacio, which is one of the coolest tourist attractions in the city, so it's an area area where everything's closed. You go out and you can do these things on foot, you can be more mobile, but there are negative points that make the other regions grow a lot, which are after business hours, the restaurants close, there are no things open until late, the area is very empty. During the day, it's a little noisy because it's the center, so it's very busy. The hotels are older, so it's a little bit different because they're not as refurbished, as beautiful as the others. So everything has its pros and cons. If you want to save a lot of money in Punta Carretas, there are cheap hotels too if you research well, but in the center there are more cheap options, and in the center you spend a little less on transportation because you'll be there, you just won't be able to go to the beach as much. So if you want to go to the beach, it's the other way around. You have to take the Uber, the cab, a car, and go to Pocitos, to the beaches that are there on the other side. But it's the place where you save a little bit more. In my opinion, it's nicer to stay in the other two regions, especially Punta Carretas, but the center is also a choice of many people who really want to see only the historical places, focus on these tours, see these sites, and save the most money possible that they can, guys. It's really the cheapest option, but there are pros and cons that you really need to analyze before your trip. And talking about transportation, guys, for you to stay in these regions, if you rent a car, you won't have to worry much about transportation. You just rent the car at the airport when you arrive, or if you have your car that you come from somewhere else nearby, even better, you don't have the cost. But if you rent a car, you can do everything. You can go to Punta del Este, which is sensational. I highly recommend you try to get there. It's an amazing city, and it's an hour and a half from there. You can go by bus, by transfer, it takes a little longer, but it's a little cheaper. But renting a car is also a great option. A lot of people rent a car there to do that, to go to Punta del Este, to go to Colonia del Sacramento. In Montevideo, we don't use it so much, but it's nice that you save money with the transfer, because if you arrive at the hotel in Montevideo, you will have to spend at least about $65 to go to your hotel, which is the cab, Uber, and the transfers are giving more or less that. It's more or less between $50 and $70 to get back, so it ends up being a considerable amount of money that you don't spend with a car, guys. So try to see, compare well. There's a very good website that I will leave here below, which is a car rental comparator. It compares prices at all car rental companies at the airport and finds unbeatable prices. It's the best price. We always use it because it gets cheaper prices than the rental companies themselves. So check it out. The car can be an alternative for you to do this whole Uruguayan tour, which is very nice. If you don't want to rent a car, you will have to hire a transfer in this website, which I will leave here below in the description of the video as well, which is the largest website for tickets and tours in the world. It has all the tickets, all the tours in Uruguay. It has the transfer. You can buy it cheaper than a cab or an Uber, and it's a person that will be waiting for you with a little sign, something much more organized and safe. So take a look. There's the transfer from the airport to Montevideo, from the airport to Punta del Este. There's a tour there if you wanna go for one day, a round trip. They have a tour to Punta del Este, to Sacramento. You can do everything with these other ways. There are buses that are a little bit cheaper that go to Punta del Este, so you should look into the logistics and see which is better for your trip. But what I mean by all of this, inside the Montevideo, you can easily get around with the car or with a cab or with Uber or on foot, because everything is very close. There you don't have to worry so much about logistics. It's more for you to go from the airport to the hotel, which is about 35 minutes, and then if you want to go to one of these cities a little further away. And here below, guys, in the description of the video, besides the map, the search engine, the hotels that we stayed, I'll also leave the car comparator, the travel insurance comparator. It works the same as the one for cars, but it searches all insurance companies to find the cheapest travel insurance. For those who don't know, travel insurance is very important. Don't leave your country without insurance, because it guarantees you, the international travel insurance, that you're covered for any medical expenses, for anything that might happen to you out there, lost luggage, theft. Sometimes it can be a fortune, and it's very cheap. For a 5-day trip, it's about $20, a great insurance that covers you for everything, so be sure to do it. I'll also give you the chip to use your cell phone there, because when you leave your country, you need to have a prepaid international SIM card, because it's the easiest and cheapest way to use the internet in another country. You will need to communicate, move around, use maps, Google, Waze, so you need to use your internet. And also the website that sells all of the tickets guides and tours. Take a look, there's the tour of the winery of the Bodega Souza, that's very nice. Try to do it for those who like wine, the vineyard scenery, it's beautiful. So here below in the video, you will have a travel guide for you to put together your whole trip in a very nice way. And of course, saving a lot on everything with the best services. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps us a lot. And be sure to watch the other videos, which are very good. There's the perfect itinerary for Uruguay that shows you how many days to stay in each place, how to get around, and the playlist with all the other videos for you to watch. So thanks a lot, guys, and have nice trips.